Good morning, guys. Welcome to ABC's The Positive Life, the simple guide to winning mindset, or mastering the positive life style. So today's quote: "Happy people plan actions; they don't plan results." Dennis Whitley. Does that sound good? Okay, so today we're gonna read chapter 2 of "Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway." Can't you make it go away? Let's start. Jane's still waiting for the fear to go away. She had always planned to return to college once her children were in school. But she now notices it's been 4 years since her youngest child entered first grade. Now excuses have popped up since that time. I want to be here when the children come home from school. I want to be here. We really don't have the money. My husband will feel neglected. Although it is true that certain logistics would have to be worked out, that is not the reason for her hesitation. In fact, her husband is willing to help her in any way he can. Excellent husband. He is concerned about her restlessness and often encourages her to fulfill her lifelong dream of becoming a fashion designer. Each time Jane thinks about calling the local college to set up an interview, something stops her. When I'm not frightened, then I'll make the call. When I feel a little better about myself, then I'll make a call. But most likely, Jane is going to wait a very long time. The problem is that her thinking is all mixed up. The logic she uses automatically programs her for failure. She will never break the fear barrier until she is made aware of her faulty thinking. Sound familiar? She simply does not see what is obviously to those who are out there doing it. Nor did I until I was forced to. Before my divorce, I was rather like a child, allowing my husband to take over the practicalities of my life. After my divorce, I had no choice but to start doing things on my own. Small things, such as fixing the vacuum cleaner all by myself, brought me an enormous satisfaction. The first night I invited people to my home for dinner as a single person was a momentum leap. The day I booked tickets for my first trip without a man was a day of celebration. As I began to do things on my own, I began to taste the deliciousness of an emerging self-confidence. It wasn't all comfortable. In fact, a lot of it was extremely uncomfortable. I felt like a child learning to walk and falling frequently. But with each step, I felt a little surer of my ability to handle my life. As I grew in confidence, I kept wanting for the fear to go away. Yet each time I ventured out into a new territory, I felt frightened and unsure of myself. Well, I told myself, just keep putting yourself out there. Eventually, the fear will go away. It never did. One day, a light bulb went on in my head as I suddenly realized the following truth. Truth 1. The fear will never go away as long as I continue to grow. As long as I continue to push out into the world, as long as I continue to stretch my capabilities, as long as I continue to take new risks in making my dreams come true, I was going to experience fear. What a revelation! Like Jane and so many of you reading this book, I have grown up waiting for the fear to go away before I took any chances. When I am no longer afraid, then. Most of my life I had played the when-then game. Are you playing that game? And it never worked. Once again, you are probably not jumping up and down with joy. I am aware that this revelation is not exactly one you wanted to hear. If you are like many of my students, you are hoping that my words of wisdom would miraculously make your fears go away. I am sorry to say it doesn't work that way. On the other hand, rather than think of it as a disappointment, consider it a relief that you no longer have to work so hard on getting rid of the fear. It isn't going to go away. not to worry. As you build your confidence in yourself with exercises suggested herein, your relationship with fear will dramatically alter. Not long after discovering truth one, I made another important discovery that contributed enormously to my growth. Truth number 2 was that the only way to get rid of the fear of doing something is going out and doing it. Simple. Okay, that's it for today. Time's up for reading. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll give a couple of shout outs to the people that are my regular people watching. Rita, my wife, love you. Joy, thanks for watching every day. RJ, thank you for being here. Jake, thank you for your questions. Roxanne, thank you for giving me this book to read. It's excellent. Steve Talk, thank you for liking my videos and watching every day. Hey Steve, thanks for joining us today. And Jesse Talk, thank you for all your great questions. And I hope I'm inspiring you to do better and be better and more positive in your life. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your Thursday.